Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back, and we're working in our Moon Goddess journal today. And so I really want to get going on making a bit more ephemera. We did decorate a couple of bits last time, and we added our sparkly, gorgeous lantern here, and our pocket. That's as far as we got really on adding things to the journal. There may be more to go on this side, I'm not sure. But I think before I really start adding things, we need to kind of have a look at what we've got in the kit. Maybe decorate those a little bit. Might start adding things, I'm not sure at the moment. I might just go with the flow. So I've got a couple of things I want to do. So I've got this I want to make. That'll be a journal card. I've got a bunch of pieces from the kit that are mainly side pockets, or that looks like a sort of belly bandy type thing. These are rather nice, they're a bit different. Side pockets, another one here. This one is one that needs finishing. It's one I made, I think it's probably part of Rocky's weekly challenge. That needs finishing. And I've got this paper bag that needs decorating, so that's those. And then I've got these are some little pockets from the kit. So they all need cutting out. I've just backed them, as you can see, onto some book page. They need a little bit of something to decorate, probably not very much. So I'll put those on one side. That might be something might get to cutting those out off camera if I don't get to do it today. They're all a little bit curly-whirly, so I might just pop them under my mat for the time being. See if I can flatten them out a bit. So let's start with these bits and pieces. This is one I wanted to do when I was doing my what's in my box, because that's Rachel. Dipping in my to-do box is what I call it. So this was one I had put aside to work on, but didn't get around to because I take so long to do the other ones. And it was from this piece was in my to-do box. I've got loads of these, just folded over book pages. And I wanted to make it into a journaling card. So I think before I start, I should probably just glue this down a little bit more. I think this is the sort of thing I will need to sew around. There's probably a whole pile of things that I need to sew around before I really start putting them in the journal anyway. I need to attend to my sewing machine, and I still haven't done it. I think I need to give it a little clean, or just go in and try and get the dust out. I think it's gone a little bit doolally on me lately. And I think I probably mentioned that before. So what I thought I'd use as my focal point is this piece, but not the whole thing. I want to cut this out. So that's what I think I need to start with. A little bit daunting. I'm not quite sure how it's going to look when I've cut it out, but I'm going to give it a go, and then we'll see what we need to use to back it. So I'll just cut this out, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, that was just a bit fiddly. I think it's that way, yes. So we've got our moon symbol with a bit of decoration around it. I just think that's rather different. So now we just need to put something in the background. I want to just trim that off here. Just tidy that up a bit. I'm going to use this pale blue to back it, so perhaps I should start with doing that. That's just about the right size, so I'm just going to pop that on. That, I don't really want that. I could leave it at that, but I like the pale blue. So I think I'm going to put that on there anyway. Doesn't really matter which side I put it on. Obviously I've decided to glue the backing paper onto this side. Didn't really think about that, did I? Doesn't matter. Either side will be fine. This away. I'll scrape it a bit. Okay. Let's trim that off again. And then we can start decorating it a bit. Right. Okay. In some ways it helps having the clear space behind, because then you can just fill it in. So I'm wondering whether I'd like possibly some of this Italian book page. Nice piece from the kit. Across there. I can go up to the top. Get rid of that white border there. Not thinking about putting it right across, just to see how it would look. Piece of that. Or maybe this would be better. Where's that? Maybe keep it simple. Put this over the top. Okay. Bit of that. I want a little bit of this behind there for a bit of contrast. Maybe I do. I think that's what I might do. So let's glue this piece down. Oops. I'm just going to put the glue on the top of this piece. Okay, and then I can just slightly overlap it. Could I wrap that around a little bit? Not all of it, maybe a little bit of it. Not quite like that, but I could wrap around a little bit. Yep. Then I need to ink this one, because this is the one on top. I don't even need all of that, do I? I only need it to go as far as about there. And that's coming out. Oh, I've got nothing to cover that corner. Okay, think about that one. No, that's not what I want. I want to ink. Okay, that one's going there. Underneath there. Right. Whoop. Gouged out another lump of glue. There. Not that one, I want a dry one. Oh, I wasn't supposed to glue it on top of the book page, was I? No, didn't want it on top of the book page. I think it's there now. Oh well, book page should still be showing. I just wanted a little piece of this on that bottom corner. Okay, it's just going to go across this corner here. Yep. Haven't even glued down this book page, but it's all held into place now. Okie dokie. And let's get rid of all the little bits. Just trim that off a bit. Okay. Don't know what happened here. Something came off, pulled off the paper. I don't know if it'll get covered up now, but I might have to just ink over that to disguise it. So I've got this piece here. Really and truly, it's going to have to go there. And I put a little piece of that just to disguise where somehow this piece of paper got ripped off. How would that look? I could just put that little piece there. Why not? Yep, a little tiny bit. Okay. What I want to do, I'm going to glue this on, but then I want to do some gold on here. I think I'll do that after I've glued it on, and then it can be drying but finished. Nope, that's upside down. Okay, whoop, straighter to be better. That's it. Yep, this needs a bit of glue. Just enhances the fact that I need to glue, sew around all of this, I think. Okay. I'll tell you what I might do. I might add a bit of washi tape along that edge. Bit of that. Right, just a little bit along here. That will hold that bit of book page in place. And add a little extra decoration on that edge. but I'm going to wrap it round a little bit. And I'm going to do some fancy corners. Which will of course make the sewing interesting. Right, so I've got my Nouveau paste here. I wonder whether to use a bit of this. This is the turquoise one that I don't think I've quite used much of yet. I'm not entirely sure how best to apply it. Got a little spatula. I don't know whether to just spread it. I want it on this, enhance the moon shape. I don't know if this is a good idea to do it with this. I have also got a paintbrush, which maybe I should use. Quite a thin one. Don't know, does it need to be wet? Hard to know. I feel I can be a little bit more precise with it. Yep. So I am filming not very well ahead, because I lost a day this week when I didn't film when I planned to, but I'm filming the week before it goes up is what I'm doing at the moment. Mostly filming about a week ahead, and I'm filming it today on my youngest daughter's birthday. But it's not her real birthday. She had a real birthday last year because it was leap year last year, and yes, she was born on the 29th. So every 4 years she has a real birthday, or a special birthday, we call it as well. But today is the day we usually celebrate her birthday. But we'll be celebrating all weekend really, because it's a Friday today. And it just so happens that this weekend her husband is going on a stag do. So he's already gone. He's gone up to Manchester on this stag do. But she didn't feel too bad about it, because apparently she went on a hen do last year for his birthday. Birthday weekend is just one of these things. They're at that age. And between them they've got so many friends from either university or from school or from previous house shares. And they're at the age when people are either getting married or they're having babies, so they're going to not so many baby showers, but certainly going to a lot of weddings the last 2-3 years. So we are the beneficiaries of this weekend, because Hannah and Arlo are going to come here. So we're going to make a bit of a fuss of her for her birthday, and they're going to stay for the weekend. So it'll be a bit of a change for Arlo to sleep here overnight. He hasn't done that before, but I don't anticipate any problems, because she will be here anyway, and he's used to sleeping here. So it'd be nice to have them for the weekend. And then, unbeknown to her, Jenny and the family are coming over on Sunday to join us for lunch, which would be nice for her. So that's going to be a bit of a surprise that they're going to turn up. So we'll have a nice family get together. There we are. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to having them here. And then it means that when they go to this, I presume it's this wedding they're going to, I think it must be the one that's in April, we are actually looking after Arlo overnight on our own, because they've got to go away for the night. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully he'll be okay with us. We'll do a trial run before then, I think, just so he gets the idea of staying with us on his own. Right, so that's all sparkly, and I quite like to do a bit of gold on this side. I don't know how that will turn out, and I don't know if I'm brave enough to do it, but I'm going to try. I need to get some water though to wash my brush, so I'll be back. Right, I've just been sort of looking at this and trying to decide where I want to put a bit of gold. So this was the Nouveau, what's it say? I can't read it. Glimmer paste. And this is the Nouveau Glacier paste. The Glacier paste is the gold. So I'm just going to try and put a few little bits here and there. So I thought I might put a bit around, try and do it that side. I'll go around this rim here. Sort of a narrow kind of rim to this thing. So I'm not very good at this. Gotta stay within the lines. But it's not obvious to paint with this. I expect it's supposed to be applied with a spatula, but if you want it on these kind of finer areas. And there's other things I could use. I mean, I could have got out one of my gold pens, I suppose. Make life a bit easier, but I just like the shine of this. It leaves quite a nice effect. It's just not very obvious when you first apply it. It seems to show up more when it's dry, I think. I don't know if you can hear that. It's the children on their way home from school, and I think they're enjoying being out in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day today, absolutely glorious. Last day of February, and it felt a bit like spring today. It really did. I went out and did some shopping, and it was just lovely in the sunshine. Not that I was out in it that much because I was in the supermarket, but you could just feel somehow a bit of a change in the air. I'm hoping that I'm not imagining it. Still pretty cold out of the sun, but it was a lovely bright day. Is a lovely bright day. I think the kids are enjoying it. They're not in any hurry to get home today. My husband's out in the garden, as he likes to be. He's been painting the fence for must feel like for days. He has been for days because it's a big fence. Goes all the way around the garden, and all up the side of the house as well. There's he started with the fence going up the side of the house, and then we've got a fence going all the way around the garden. Well, three sides of the garden has got fence. So he's been painting it. I think I've overdone it now. I think I may have overdone it a bit. Let's see. Maybe it needs a little... Maybe I need to dab it off a little bit. Don't know. Okay. Right, I don't know if you can see if the sun's catching it a little bit. This is lovely. This is all sparkly. And then I've got the gold round here and the gold up here, which looks okay. Not fantastic, but It's quite hard to apply it, but I wanted some splashes of gold as well as the... But I found that this is more successful than the gold. Maybe I need to find a better way of applying it. Maybe a cocktail stick or something, or I don't know. I'll have to think of something to make it a bit easier to apply. But anyway, I think I'll leave that well alone for now, let it dry. Okay, so that's that piece. And I'm going to put that over here. And I want to look at this one. I don't know if you can see, somehow it's got wet, whether there's been a baby wipe lurking around. You can see it more clearly on the inside. Look at that, it's just all discoloured. But I had already thought, even before I realised that was there, that this is too big for my journal. So it kind of makes it clear where I need to trim it off. I think I need to make it a bit smaller. I'd considered even cutting it in half beforehand, but now I don't think it needs to be in half. I think it just needs to have that bit cut off. And that looks a better size for the journal, I think. Right, so all I need to do with this now is close it up. So that's what I'm going to do. And that. Okay. Now we have a little pocket. Something go in there and something go behind. And I think I'm so sorry, I'm still coughing. I think the coughing's actually getting worse. Probably been saying that for a while as well. It seems to get worse every time I make a video. I'm going to snip the corners. And ink around it. So what can we put on here? I've got some bits and pieces from the kit. Got my pictures. Because some of these are actually beautiful images that are also tags. So kind of reluctant to use the tags in case I need them. But there's a lot of them, so maybe I don't need them all. So I could use something like that. It's rather pretty. Maybe. That's too big. Oh, that's rather nice. Let's have a look at that. I need to cut it. Alright, let's see. How would that look on there? I think that's upside down. Yes. But I need to kind of put something behind it to lift it from the background a bit. I wonder how the piece of this would do it. Just to kind of give it a bit of... I can do it there. How would that look? That bit of green. I think that might look okay. Bit of a green around there. Yeah, I might just do that, just to kind of lift it away from the background a bit. I'm just wondering at my corners. Yeah, I'm going to round them. Where's my corner? Oh, there it is. My curvy corner. So I need to do this first before I put it on the green. Is it on there? No. Better. Right. Uber glue. I'll just cut this away from that corner and then I'll trim it. With the trimmer. Okay. One's all right. So let's just do this one. And make sure we're straight. I might actually leave those corners uncurved. So yeah, I think I might do that. I haven't put it the right way up, you silly woman. Oh, these things, you can never tell which way they're supposed to go, but I can see there is a bit of a... I think there's a chain. It's hard to see. Have I got the right way up now? Not even sure I have now. Let's look for the chain. It's really hard to tell, but I think this is like the little balcony bit in the building. So I think it's this way up. That's good. And I love the way that this colour tones in with this. It's the same colour. So I think that looks really nice just there. But I think I might have a look up and see if there's any fabric I can just add. Any little bit of fabric that might just give it a little something extra. Maybe. Strip of that. Now I think what we need is a bit of a contrast, not the same colour necessarily, although this is pretty close. No, not sure. Of course, there is a bit more of this that I used on the cover. Ooh. I do love that. I wonder if we can put a little bit of that on somewhere. Oh, scissors. I don't know when I can put something like that there, or even maybe there. Don't know. Not sure about that. Got this lovely piece of gold. Maybe just a piece of that would be nice. Yeah, I think so. Keep it simple. This will go on something else. Just not quite right here. Okay. I think that might be enough. Although, I do feel I want to put something else. Something along this edge of this pocket. Bear with. Just gonna see I've got a few potential options. I love this, but I'd have to cut it down, but I don't know whether that would, even half of that would be too big. Maybe it would. It's possible. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe this one would be good because it's fairly thin and it's very pretty. And it's a nice, yeah, I think that would be okay along there. Just as a bit of a decoration. Which is all we want it for really, isn't it? Now I've lost my scissors. My fabric scissors, what did I do with them? Did I walk off with them? Did you see what I did with them? How ridiculous was that? You probably saw what I did. I put this lot down on top of my scissors and I was hunting and hunting. I do this all the time. I'm always losing things in the middle of a video, having to turn the camera off so I can go and find them. And I've only had them like minutes before. So yeah, found them. Oh, how ridiculous. So, and all I wanted to do was trim off this bit of lace. So I'm just going to measure that up, trim it off, and then we'll just get this all glued down. I think I will use this, the fabric glue for this, because it's a little thicker than the usual lace, and I don't want to trust it. Well, I'm sure the art glitter glue would probably be strong enough, but nevertheless. There. A little pocket. I did actually wonder if this card, which is now dry, would fit in it, but no, but it would fit behind. We'll see. See what happens when I come to fill the pockets. Actually, I can put that away now. Right, so that's that pocket. Have we got time? It's hard to tell because I've had to pause the camera so much, and I've probably had to speed things up a bit and cut things out, and goodness knows. It's always hard to tell how much time I've taken on a video, but I'd quite like to just get this little paper bag decorated. And I'm very tempted to use a piece of this because I think this colour goes beautifully with it. So we'll start with a bit of that, I think. Take that bit of white off. And don't need to completely cover the paper bag, as the colour is perfect. But I also don't want just this paper on here. Right, so a little bit of that. Oh, it's a bit wide. We can soon sort that out, can't we? Oop. Let's see what else we can find. That can go there. And see if there's any bit of ephemera or something that can go behind it. Nope, not that. Okay, something like that. I'm so sorry about all the coughing. It's just what I'm living with at the moment. It comes and goes. Right, so I've just popped that behind there. I've just got these bits of, little random bits of ephemera that I bought from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And sometimes it's just the sort of little piece you need. And we need a focal point, so we're going to go for one of our lanterns for this. So if I've got a nice big one. So I've got that one, that's quite nice. Nice biggie. Nope. I'm just going to pull them all out and just see if I can. Any others take my eye. Nope. don't want it to be just one colour, but some it looks better with just one colour, but others not so much. No, I think this is the one. I think that's the one I want. And luckily, it's all been cut out. As I say, I cut out most of them, but there's still a few I haven't. So I think I'm going to do a bit of that. Keeping this one fairly simple. Oh, that bit better. I think I like that page better. Oh, what am I doing? Trying to dip it in the water now. Right, glue on that side. So you'll be pleased to know I have actually filmed part 1 of my 50s journal. Just getting started, getting the signatures done. Which I was really pleased to do. I've been wanting to do it, and I thought, right. So I made it thinking, well, I've got it in the can, ready to upload in the spot where I need something, and I may need to put it in on a Monday again, a different filler for my Mondays, because there's another prompt I can't get my head round. That didn't take long, did it? But hopefully that will be the only one for a while. But I will carry on here and there filming a bit of the 50s journal and slotting it in where I can. Because once it's started, I shall want to keep getting back to it. It might even have to go in on a Wednesday instead of this. Just here and there. I'd much rather get this one finished and then move on, but I'm kind of used to having 2 journals on the go, because, and 2 contrasting journals. So I've got different things to come back to. So this, I think, it's got this chain going around here, which I managed to cut out because it's not too thin. But I thought maybe maybe I could give that a bit of sparkle. So I could use this. Maybe that would be the thing to use, or do I use something? I can think of something I'd like to use, but I've packed it ready for the flooring to be done. I packed a load of my mixed media and paints and stuff the other day, filled the box, put the box away, and of course it was in the box. So I'm going to have to use this. This is pretty much the only things I kept back. I'll keep waiting to hear from these flooring people, thinking it would have been, we'd have heard from them by now. I didn't think it'd take too long, because part of the flooring they already had in their warehouse, and it was only the carpet that had to be ordered, and I didn't think it would take that long, but it seems to be taking longer than I expected. I was hoping it might be getting laid next week, but who knows? Who knows? I've still got loads to pack up. There's no question of that. But that shouldn't take too long. Once I've got a deadline, I can kind of get these things done fairly quickly. But it's knowing what I can manage without, and then obviously I now keep thinking of things I'd like to have kept out and that I haven't, that I could have used. I want to put this on reasonably thickly, I think. Oh, I've just remembered I've got some gold sparkle texture paste somewhere that I don't think I've packed. I could be wrong. Could have used that. But I've got this out now. And dab it on kind of thickly and then spread it, I think. Okay, I think we've got a reasonable amount on there. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Right, we'll stick that on. I didn't want to do it on the... Okay. Put that right there, I think. Now I'm just going to use my tweezers to sort of dab this down a bit. There's a bit of... I'm going to have to stop the video because the coughing is getting worse. I just had an idea I might like to maybe put this here, just in that corner there. And I think I would. Just a funny little shaped piece, but I like it on there. So that's going to finish that off. Okay. Yeah, that just gives it a little bit of pizzazz, I think. Finishes that off. Right, this is all finished and dry, and I've just inked around it a little bit just to finish it off. I just really like that now. Now it's been decorated, it looks great. And this little pocket finished today. Has been hanging around for a pretty long time, and I'm very happy how that turned out. And then we have our journal card. So a little collection of bits and pieces for our journal. I will, in between, before next week, I'll get these all cut out. And there was the other one, the other little pockets as well, I think lurking under here. Yep, I'll get these all cut out ready as well. And then we can just add a little something if they need it. So thank you for joining me. Sorry about having to keep breaking off. Just one of those things. A bit difficult to film at the moment. But I'll keep trying. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.